Hey, this is Andy from Smoking Snakes, and you're watching Band Chef.
Hey, welcome back to Band Chat. Today, guys, I got another banger for you. From Vancouver, I believe you're from Vancouver, Washington. This is Brandon Harding from Dear Assasin. Yay!
What's up, everyone?
How are you today?
I'm awesome. Had a great freaking weekend. Played a couple shows back to back, and today, surviving a hangover, canning foods. You know what rock stars do.
Yeah, it's funny because I'm actually processing food myself. We've got a big trip coming up, and so people have to prep for that. It's part of life nowadays. But it's like a passion of mine, anyways. So
yeah.
Well, tell everybody who is not familiar.
Yeah.
And by the way, thank you so much. I know that you did back-to-back shows and you're really busy today. I know that this is our second round of trying to get this podcast out. So I really, really appreciate your time today.
Yeah, no worries. Glad to be here.
So tell everybody who is not familiar or from our area all about Dear Assasin.
Well, we're a little rock band from the Pacific Northwest here, right out of Vancouver, Washington. We've been a band since 2007. We've played some killer shows. We've played less killer shows, but we're happy to play them all. And I feel like we gain fans at whatever show we play. So, it's always a positive, good, fun time.
Yeah, you guys are amazing.
But you can check us out. Oh, thank you. Check us out. You check us out all over different platforms, Spotify, Apple, hit our Facebooks, our TikToks, whatever.
I will link those in the description below. So later on, you guys can go and support. So I know that you guys have been really, really heavily working, it looks like, in the studio, and you have a brand new album out or coming out.
We have a bunch of singles that we've done. We haven't decided what's going to be album worthy and what's not. So we're really taking our time before we push an album. So
what's that process been like?
Method.
What's the process? What's the process of getting these singles put together for you guys? What's a studio like for you?
Well, we have to start off with getting these 5 assholes together to play instruments and come up with these songs. That part. We do a lot of that. We sit around, we put our heads together, we write stuff, we throw stuff away, we save stuff, we put stuff on the back burner, and then we end up recording stuff. We probably have more songs that are in the shit can than we do actually to play. So that's just kind of what happens, Right. B-side stuff, maybe. I don't know. Or we'll steal riffs from them and make better songs, I don't know.
Do you guys collaborate to write these songs, or is there somebody specifically that writes lyrics and then the band,
So the guys, the guys are, just nerds on their instruments, and somebody comes up with a riff, and they keep doing that stuff over and over. So they're top of doing all the music, Joey, Matt, Jeff, Jesse. They do most of the musical stuff, and I do most of the lyrics. Sometimes I will collaborate with our bass player, Matt. He's the backup singer. He does all the backup stuff. He likes to throw down every now and then. So, but typically I do the vocal writing.
So what has changed with you guys over the last couple of years? Because you guys have really just, in my opinion, have just, excelled this band. From when I very first saw you till now, you guys are more polished. It seems like you've really worked very hard on this band.
Yeah, a lot of practice. We religiously practice every week, two times a week, and having my guitar player live right next door is also very helpful, because he likes to come over and noodle and play and whatever, it makes it for an easier time, I think, to write music. But I don't know. You know, it's being in a band is one of those things.
Yeah, it's
You have to be in a band
definitely
to understand it.
it is definitely, a time consuming thing because not only, and we've talked about this before, that it's not just the recording and the practicing, but you also have to do the social medias. You have to keep up on your socials,
Oh yeah.
and constantly come up with new content, which by the way, you guys have done a really great job of. I don't know who put your content out there, but they're really talented in what they do.
Thank you.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah, I do our social media stuff. We do now have a publicist. She handles our TikTok, and also does a bunch of our Facebook stuff. So it's great. It's awesome. It's nice to do that. But as far as like making the shorts and all those stuff, and I do most of that, and just mostly for fun. For a bunch of big kids.
So I know that you guys just did, like you said, back-to-back shows. Do you guys have any shows coming up here in the future? Or what are you guys up to?
We're working. Yeah, we're working on some stuff right now. We actually don't have anything on the books until we have to cancel a show, and it's a bummer. But I won't say which one right now. But we have nothing right now because we've been doing a bunch of writing, and we were just going to do a bunch of studio time, which we haven't had time to, unfortunately. So, but we do have shows coming up. Like we have a ton of shows coming up here during the next year here. Really looking forward to. We'll be posting all those. We haven't dropped anything yet. So, but yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff coming up, but just not in the near future. So. I'd say we're going to jump on a couple. I think we're looking at something in October, possibly in December. I think we're going to be gone most of the time in November. So, yeah, we've got a little bit of stuff. You'll catch us here and there, but it's mostly pop-up shows. Nothing that's been advertised for a long time. So, just kind of quick funds.
Honestly, it's really important. I mean, sometimes we get into that grind and we we want to play shows and we want to get out there and be seen. But I think there is really something to be said about taking that time for you. You've got to be able to step back a little bit and be able to take time to do the new music, to get into the studio. These things are very time consuming all the way around. It's, and then trying to get, like you said, trying to get all of your bandmates in one place at one time, and everybody on the same schedule is a pain in the ass. So, yeah. I can definitely see, taking that time to step back, I think has really allowed us, and not playing as many shows. It's really allowed us to kind of, really excel our music to a different level. And, we've been able to write, we've got all new stuff people haven't even heard yet. And, we would have never been able to do that if we're just constantly out there. You know what I mean? It's exhausting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It sure is. But you know what? It's as taxing as it is. It's the coolest thing that I've ever done. So, it's worth it in the end.
What's it called?
We've done a couple cool shows, ones that we really kind of proud of. We one year we opened the Rockfest pre-show, so we opened Rockfest for Korn, Chevelle, Five Finger Death Punch, Rise Against. That was one of the top ones, I'd say. You can see there's some YouTube video footage of that stuff. Another one was with Taproot, when we played with Taproot, and Steven pulled me on stage and I sang one of his songs with him. So that was pretty cool. That was a hype moment. Opened for In This Moment. That was bitchin'. Love them.
When cool the hell cats. Did I missed that? Oh my God. Dude. Okay, that's definitely a bucket list right there. I would have shit my pants. I don't know.
Yeah. It was pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Also, we this last year, I told you, we got to play the Whiskey to a sold out crowd, down in LA, and that was that was epic. I mean, oh my God. Always wanted to play the Whiskey. Got our shot, and yeah, good times. Made some good connections. Made some good friends with some of the other bands. If you haven't checked them out, Chain Saint, they are out of Florida, and they are a badass band. Young, and they're blowing up. So check those guys out too.
Yeah, and if you guys are listening, get a hold of me. I would love to have you on a band chat and talk. So, I mean, Brandon, you just kind of blew my mind. I didn't realize that you had, done In This Moment and some of the others. What's it? I mean, I've played the Whisky A Go Go too. I'm actually heading back there next month. We get to play with Saliva, and I'm so fucking.
That's bitchin'. Yeah,
it really is. I'm that too. An Earshot, Circle the Earth, and
I love Earshot. I'm a fan of Earshot.
This one's going to be, I think, probably the biggest show I've ever played.
October 8th at the world-famous Whisky A Go Go on the Sunset Strip, Innocence Torn will be hitting the stage with the one and only Saliva while they're kicking off their 2025 fall tour, and they're bringing some thunder with them. This year's tour is alongside Earshot. You guys know them, you guys love them. I can't wait to take a stage with them, and it's going to be featuring some of the coolest bands, Circle the Earth from Los Angeles, California, and yours truly, all the way from Vancouver, Washington, taking that stage once again, ladies and gentlemen, Innocence Torn. And we'll be making our comeback to the Hollywood area and cannot wait. Alongside us, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have Laura Bryna. She is a singer. She is a radio host. She's amazing. You guys are going to love her. Tickets are on sale right now. We've got another special guest that we'll be announcing soon. And don't forget to check out that link below. Go get those tickets because they're going fast.
I'm kind of nervous about it, so, why don't you give me your, tell me what that's like to go from, a Vancouver band to opening for these big names.
It's surreal. You feel like the cockroach in the room, and it's like you got all your little instruments sitting up there, and it's. But I will say that everywhere that we've played one of these, we've left some skid marks. So made fans. I think we left our name in some cool places. So we're gonna keep doing that. You need to do the same thing. Then just show up, blow the doors down, and later.
Yeah, I'm. Actually, when we opened for OTEP at the Whiskey, I was not expecting the size of the crowd. And when I first, it was the first time I had ever played the Whiskey. And I think walking down those stairs onto the stage itself, I was fighting back tears because I'm like, holy shit, do you have any idea how many people have walked down this stage, put their foot on this stage, you know what I mean? And I think... Oh, yeah. That they're, it's like a rite of passage, you know what I mean? For bands that are, really serious about their craft and about, it's an experience that I will go to my death, like being so grateful that I had that opportunity, you know what I mean? So,
absolutely. Yeah. It's why we do it, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, what is the coolest thing that's happened to you, since you've been in a band? What's the coolest thing?
Oh man, there's some cool things that have happened. I'd say, one pulling up on stage with Taproot, that was pretty sweet. Playing all these epic places, that's pretty sweet. That stairway you're talking about at the Whiskey, I was getting ready to walk down those stairs, and here comes John Reese, the legend, who has managed Guns N' Roses, Slipknot. Comes up the stairs, puts his arm around me, and introduces himself. I didn't know what to say,
Dude!
Got some pictures with him. He gave me his info. I gave him mine. So he's John Reese is a cool cat. I gotta say, he digs our band, and he's managing Chain Saint. So I guess they're good luck with them. And yeah, John, if you're listening, shoot me a call, bro.
Yeah, I don't get starstruck because I've met quite a few in my time, but it's folks like that. Okay, now I'm starstruck. You know what I mean? And it's not because oh my god, I'm gonna get signed, or it's literally because of like what they've done in their life. They're literally a legend without even having stepping foot on a stage, and that's pretty epic. It's pretty, I
Yeah,
worship
how
the
big
band.
they are. Just oh, it's cool. It's really cool. Got some pictures with them. But yeah, yeah, it was that was a exciting moment for sure. Tons of we've done all sorts of stuff, man. Oh God, so many years now that we've played. Uh, everything that you would expect and maybe more, maybe less. I don't know.
So, did you guys just drop a single recently?
We did. We just dropped. We've dropped 3 singles. Just one after the other, 6 months apart. We got. I'm sure you've heard Lion in State or Devil's Run, Taking Flight, and then Lion in State is the last one that we just dropped. So it's a fun one. It's a heavy little number.
It's
But
pretty badass.
yeah, we got some more. Yeah, thank you. I mean, we've got more coming out. We gotta hit up Dr. Pooh and get some more recordings going, and yeah, see what happens. Make some magic, hopefully.
Your album covers are insanely cool. Like, I don't know where you're getting that, but I mean, visually, I was stunned by them. Actually, they're amazing.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about the creation of those.
Well, so we've got our old stuff that we still every now and then, our old logos and stuff that were very simple, and we had one of our close friends come up with some different ideas, and I'll tell you what, he shoots ideas at us, every week. So many that he's gonna start a Dear Assassin art page, fan page, and then post all the different Dear Assassin art stuff. So that'll be kind of cool. Just yesterday, I seen a shirt that of ours that we haven't seen yet. So that was weird. One of our fans, Mr. Dan Brown, shows up in a Dirty Harry made Dear Assassin shirt. Thanks, Harry. Looking good.
That's badass.
But
That's badass.
yeah, so it is pretty cool, I gotta say. But yeah, so and I want to give my boy a shout out here, Sean Smith. He's the guy who's been coming up with a bunch of these different designs and ideas, and his brother, his younger brother, and a very big fan and close friend of ours, was just diagnosed with brain and lung cancer.
Oh man.
And was given he's given 6 months to live. Well, he died last week after 3 weeks.
Oh
So
my God.
yeah, I don't know where. So his brother Sean, he could use all the positive energy right now, kicking it alone these days. So he's a good dude and very artistic. So but yeah, so shout out to Sean and our boy Patrick up in a good place. So
Yeah, man, I'm
but
they have my deepest condolences.
yeah,
It's,
thank you.
we have lost so much in the way of artists and good people this year, and I mean, people are just popping off the planet. Like, there's just, I don't know if there's an ascension going on or what, but it is really heartbreaking to hear that. Here you get this diagnosis and you're gone in 3 weeks. I mean, it just, when maybe a month or two before that they were fine or something. You know what I mean? It's really,
Yep.
this world is definitely in a bad place itself. And so I think and having music and then having somebody to support, or something to support during this time, I'm sure is very helpful. And I think it's really beautiful that he's still finding inspiration, through you guys. So.
Yeah.
We'll definitely
Yeah.
put some positive
Yep.
energy his way. Yeah. So, man,
He can use it. Okay.
so you, along this way, you guys have really, what's the difference between some of your older music and the newer music that you guys are just putting out?
Well, we've matured. We've changed. We've grown up. We get tighter. Like we get better. Aside from that, our original recordings were recorded with our original guitar players, and they're no longer in our band. But that was a long time ago. Joey has been in the band for 12 years now, something like that. So, and we did no recording, which was a big downfall of us for years. We did nothing. We just practiced. That's it. We weren't even playing. So, but now that we jumped back out, started writing new stuff, and it's we've definitely changed who we are, and I love it. I love the directions that we're heading. It's so all over the map. You never know what the next one's going to sound like. We just dropped one of our new songs last night live. It's not recorded yet, but we played it for the first time this weekend. Actually, we played it Friday as well. So we played it Friday and Saturday night. But yeah, so it's fun introducing new songs, and we don't like to introduce new songs until they're ready. So this one's almost ready.
So speaking of which, what is your goal? What do you guys want to do with this? Are you guys looking for, like, do you want to get signed? Is that the end goal for you?
I mean, it sounds funner than work. If the right opportunity came along, I think that we would definitely consider it. But our main goal is just to write music, make great music that we hope that everybody loves as much as we do. We're definitely different. Our style's not metal. It's not just rock. It's somewhere in between. So I don't know. But we, if we can push our music out to people, gain some fans, we'll see what happens.
Well, speaking of which, I know that you earlier had given us your socials, but could you tell us once again where people can find you online? And then I'm going to link all of those in the description below. So I want everybody to go out, find Dear Assasin, find Brandon, go like, subscribe, and share to their channels and their socials.
Yeah, you can check us out, of course, on Facebook. We got one of those. We would appreciate that follow. You can find me on Instagram at The Assassin, Brandon Harding. You can check us out on TikTok at Dear Assasin. You could also find me on there at something. You'll find me. What else? You can check out our music on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you're streaming on, you can find some of our stuff. So, and just watch for new stuff to keep coming.
Yeah, definitely. You guys got to go check these guys out. They are so much fun to watch on stage. It's been always an honor for us to share a stage with you guys, and I hope to be able to do that again in the future.
Well, absolutely.
So, you guys have got a kind of a younger following too. I see the kids every time that we have like a all ages show. I can see them and they're all over it. And I think you guys are really great that, the way that you support them in that.
Oh yeah.
So if any of those little guys, wanted to be in a band, what would your best advice be?
Best advice, boy. Stay in school. Become a doctor. Something like that. Now, if you really want to be a musician or be in a band, work your ass off because you're going to need it because everybody else is relying on you. So work hard.
What's the best part of being in Dear Assasin?
The friends, the fans, my crew, my band. These are guys that I see multiple times a week for the past 18 years, so it's pretty cool. I gotta say, being in the band is pretty cool. Favorite part's the guys, I think. My guys.
Well, I know that being in a band isn't easy. It's
not.
I've said it a million times. I mean, this is definitely a life choice. It is constant work. Just trying to keep yourself, visible. Coming up with new things. Just I have a podcast. I mean, it's a constant revolving door of being busy and all these things, and some days I ask myself, like, how the hell I'm pulling it all off. And the truth is it's a passion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, one step at a time.
Yeah, it really is. And then some days you want to give up, and then something happens, and then all of a sudden you're like motivated again. You know what I mean? I think there's an up and down on that as well.
Yeah.
Where it's like, or you get burnt out, or and then to keep yourself going, it is for me one of the bigger struggles, just to keep going. What's your motivation?
Yeah. My motivation, every morning I get to wake up. So every day is a gift. Use it wisely. Use your time wisely. Music is my passion. And my inspiration comes from every time I walk out my front door. So, it's one of those things that's just meant to happen, I think,
Yeah. So if you could play with anybody, anywhere, who would it be and where?
Now, that's a big question. I've got a lot of favorites. The where, honestly, I don't care, like anywhere. But there's some bands that I think that would be really cool to play with. Old school bands. I think it'd be cool to play with Tool. I think that'd be fun. But I think it could be cooler. Like I like Deftones as well. I think that they'd be good to play with. I think that we're kind of a similar, more modern Deftone-y ish, sprinkled with other stuff. But I don't know. Who would you want to play with?
I got a couple of folks actually. I know this would vary from bandmate to bandmate. I would love to play the Palladium, maybe with Black Veil Brides.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Motionless in White. I would love. I would kill to hit a stage with Maria Brinks, and I am just so damn jealous right now. Like, yeah, that would be amazing. I'm a huge fan of hers, but I'm also like a huge fan of, just her attitude in general. She seems. I mean, I've never met her, but she seems like a very down to earth person. And when she doesn't have all the makeup on, she looks like she could be like, she's just this young farm girl. You know what I mean? Just plain.
Yeah.
She's just a very, like, she seems
little
very,
angel.
yeah. And I think it's very cool.
Yeah.
How I go from this to my stage thing, and that's just because I don't want to. It's Sunday. I'm tired.
Oh, I feel you. Yeah, today was going to be my lounging day until, like I said, we ended up doing a bunch of canning, and I guess lounging is for the weak.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about it.
Yep, I just got off like I said, a 50, 60-hour work week, and
Yeah.
my husband wants to drag me grocery shopping, and then I have a whole refrigerator of food prep to do, 2 dinners to make, and I have band practice this evening. So, that's what I'm talking about, the grind. Like, I'll sleep when, I guess I'll sleep on the tour bus. I don't know. I sometimes just don't know how I do it. Yet here I am.
Keeping on, yeah.
I mean, that's probably how I do it.
Yeah.
Brandon, I just want to thank you so much. Not just, your words today are really kind of cool.
Thanks.
It is getting up every day and still having that life. And the reason I keep doing it is because I just will be damned if I'm going to die with the what if on my heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And listening to
100%.
folks that are, passing away so quickly. I want to do as much as I can while I can, and either make a difference in somebody else's life, or say that one thing that keeps somebody else, from their darkness. You know what I mean? I think it's music has a way of doing that. And yeah, man, I want to, when I go to my grave, I want to make sure that something I did either influenced or supported another person that I never met. And I think I will die a very happy woman if that ever happens. And I don't even have to know it. I just know that that's something that my heart always wanted. So,
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. That's amen, sister.
Yeah.
Amen.
Same. Well, Brandon, I'm so grateful for you today, and I hope you guys enjoy your canning day. Again, I'm really jealous of the picture that you sent me. I've got to learn to can. Right now, I'm doing a lot of freezer stuff and dehydrating, and I need to put on my big girl underwear and just fucking, you know what I mean? Because
get at it, girl.
Scary.
Yeah.
But man, you got to be prepared, man. I mean, if people don't understand this, like this is not an easy world. So, learning how to like prepare food and like, doing what you're doing, canning. It's something that a lot of people should be doing in the industry because, money's not always readily there. So,
yeah. And it's safer than what's out there.
Yeah. And when you go on tour, you got plenty of shit you can take with you and, prevent yourself from eating a bunch of junk food. So.
Well, right now we're canning apple pie. So apple pie filling.
That sounds so good.
Oh, God, right? Yeah. So I do have a sweets problem. It could be worse. But
yeah, but homemade apple pie. Oh, my God. I could eat that shit all day.
Yeah, this woman can cook, and I'm very grateful for her.
She's amazing. Your wife's amazing.
Yeah, she sure is. Yeah. Thank you.
So I want everybody out there who's watching or listening on Metal Cross Radio to please go and support Dear Assasin. Go like, subscribe, share, comment. Every little thing helps. Go buy their merch. Go download their music. And we appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share here as well to Innocence Torrance Band Chat. And I can't wait to bring you another amazing artist next week. Thank you, Brandon, for being here with me, and we will talk to you soon.
Glad to be here. Good to see you, Bonnie. And we'll talk to you soon.
All right. I'll send you a picture of my refrigerator. You'll see what I'm saying.
Do it. All right. Later.
Oh my God, folks. Brandon is such a genuine human. He is such a good person. As well as his band, you guys have got to go check them out. You have to go download their stuff. You've got to go like, subscribe, and share to their channels. I'm going to put all of that in the description below. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, both on YouTube and on Metal Cross Radio. So next week, guys, I've got a treat. We're skipping, hopping. We threw a stone across the goddamn pond and we're going back to the UK, guys. We're going to be sitting down with Miss Side from Rock Radio UK. Yes, that's right. We keep going international and we're going to keep bringing you more international bands, local bands. We're going to be bringing you so many things. You guys are going to become huge fans. I promise that. I can't wait to bring you next week's show. We will see you then. And until then, keep those horns high, that volume at 13, and we will see you next week. Good night.